Essay number 3, 10 Things Emotionally Intelligent People Do Not Do. We live in a world that worships logic and reason. We've been taught that the smartest thing you can do is not have emotions at all. Be a machine, be efficient, be productive, be a well-oiled, digitally tuned, highly operational robot. And so we suffer. Here's what's wild. We make the same decisions after hours of logical analysis as we do in split seconds based on gut feelings. Our leaders completely ignore the human element when solving problems. Half of marriages end in divorce because we don't know how to choose the right partners or sustain intimate relationships. Yet we keep pretending emotions are the enemy of intelligence. What if I told you that's completely backwards? What if emotional intelligence is actually the most powerful trait you can develop, and the people who master it are living completely different lives than the rest of us? Today we're going to look at 10 things that emotionally intelligent people never do, and I guarantee that by the end of this, you're going to see emotions in a completely different way. These aren't the people who suppress their feelings or pretend to be robots. These are the people who understand emotions so well that they can navigate them like master sailors navigating the ocean. They don't fight the waves, they learn to ride them. Let's dive in. Number 1, they don't confuse their feelings with reality. This is huge. Most people think their emotional reaction to something is an accurate representation of what's actually happening. If they feel anxious about a presentation, the presentation must be dangerous. If they feel rejected after a text goes unanswered, they must actually be rejected. Emotionally intelligent people understand that their emotions are responses, not facts. They're data points, not truth. They recognize that their emotional reaction might have more to do with their own past experiences, insecurities, or triggers than with the actual situation at hand. They ask themselves, am I reacting to what's happening right now, or am I reacting to something that happened 5 years ago? Number 2, they don't make other people responsible for their emotions. This one will change your life. Most people operate from the belief that their emotions are somebody else's doing, and therefore somebody else's problem to fix. She made me angry. He made me feel insecure. They made me uncomfortable. Emotionally intelligent people understand that they are the ultimate cause of what they experience, not because they're masochists, but because this gives them power. If you caused it, you can change it. If someone else caused it, you're stuck waiting for them to fix it. They don't fall into what I call indignant passivity, where you believe that since the universe wronged you, the universe owes you a correction. They take responsibility because responsibility equals power. Number 3, they don't assume they know what will make them happy. Here's something that might blow your mind. You have no idea what will actually make you happy. Your brain can only work with information from the past. So when you imagine your ideal future, you're not really creating something new. You're just trying to recreate moments when you felt good before, or trying to avoid moments when you felt bad. Emotionally intelligent people understand this limitation. They stay open to experiences that their life evolves toward, knowing that there are equal parts good and bad in everything. They don't cling to specific outcomes because they know their predictions are probably wrong anyway. Number 4, they don't think fear means stop. Most people treat fear like a stop sign. If something scares them, they assume it's not meant for them. Emotionally intelligent people know better. They understand that the presence of indifference is what signals you're on the wrong path. Fear usually means you're trying to move towards something you love, but your old beliefs or unhealed experiences are getting in the way. Fear doesn't mean danger. Fear means importance. Fear means growth. Fear means you're about to level up, and your old identity is freaking out about it. Number 5, they know happiness is a choice, but they don't force it. Here's where a lot of positive thinking goes wrong. People think emotional intelligence means being happy all the time, forcing gratitude, pretending everything is fine. That's not emotional intelligence, that's emotional suppression. Emotionally intelligent people understand that happiness is a choice, but they don't feel pressured to make that choice every single moment. They allow themselves time to process whatever they're experiencing. They let themselves be human. They're not stuck in the illusion that happiness is a sustained state of joy. In their non-resistance to their natural emotional cycles, they find something better than forced happiness. They find contentment. Number 6, they don't let their thoughts be chosen for them. This is where it gets really interesting. Most people think their thoughts are their own, but they're actually just recycling ideas they picked up from social conditioning, family patterns, media consumption, and cultural programming. Emotionally intelligent people take inventory of their beliefs. They ask themselves, where did this thought come from? Is this actually my belief, or is this something I inherited? Does this frame of reference actually serve me? They become the editors of their own minds instead of passive consumers of whatever thoughts happen to show up. Number 7, they don't mistake emotional suppression for emotional intelligence. A lot of people think emotional intelligence means never showing emotion, never losing composure, never letting anyone see you sweat. That's not emotional intelligence. That's emotional constipation. Emotionally intelligent people don't withhold their feelings or try to eliminate them. They develop the capacity to feel everything fully, but express it appropriately. They don't suppress emotions, they manage them effectively. They might feel rage in a meeting, but they'll process it privately and address the issue constructively later. They don't pretend the rage doesn't exist. They just don't let it drive the bus. Number 8, they don't think feelings will kill them. Most people are terrified of their own emotions. They'll do anything to avoid feeling anxious, sad, angry, or disappointed. They medicate, distract, numb, and run from their inner experience. Emotionally intelligent people have developed enough emotional stamina to know that feelings, even the worst ones, are temporary. They've learned that you can feel heartbroken and survive. You can feel terrified and push through. You can feel devastated and rebuild. They don't enjoy difficult emotions, but they're not afraid of them either. They know that all things, even the worst feelings, will pass. Number 9, they don't become close friends with just anyone. This might surprise you. You'd think emotionally intelligent people would be open to everyone, but that's not how it works. They recognize that true trust and intimacy are built over time, and they're discerning about who they share their inner world with. They're kind to everyone, but they're truly open to very few people. They're not guarded or closed off. They're simply mindful about who they allow into their hearts. They understand that emotional energy is finite, and they invest it wisely. Number 10, they don't confuse a bad feeling for a bad life. This is the big one. Most people extrapolate their present moment into the foreseeable future. They have one bad day and decide their life is falling apart. They feel sad for a week and assume they'll never be happy again. Emotionally intelligent people avoid this mental trap. They understand that a moment is just a moment, not a permanent condition. They allow themselves to have bad days without making it mean anything about their overall life trajectory. They let themselves be fully human. They don't resist their natural emotional cycles. And in that non-resistance, they find the most peace of all. So here's what I want you to understand. Emotional intelligence isn't about becoming a robot. It's about becoming more human, not less. It's about developing such a deep understanding of your inner world that you can navigate it with skill and grace. These people aren't living without emotions. They're living with emotional mastery. They've learned to surf the waves instead of being crushed by them. The question is, which type of person do you want to be? The one who gets tossed around by every feeling, or the one who understands that emotions are just weather patterns in the sky of consciousness? If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments which of these 10 points hit you the hardest. And if you want to develop your own emotional intelligence, subscribe for more content about psychology, self-awareness, and the art of being human. Remember, your emotions aren't your enemy. They're your guidance system. The question is whether you know how to read the signals.